Well, welcome to the Globe, and once again we're here with a huge top of the table match, Wrexham against Cardiff City. I'm Mark Griffiths. I'm joined of course by the legendary Del Morgan, and we're thrilled to be bringing this game to you. The top of the table game, equal top on points, equal top scorers as well, and this really is going to be an occasion to relish. The atmosphere is already building up brilliantly with the Wrexham Ultras, and well, Dal, I mean, you can't ask for much more than this, really, can you?
No, I think it's probably the most exciting game of the whole league of the season so far, and I think it's going to be a really, really competitive game as well, so I'm really excited to watch today.
Yeah. It'll be quite an occasion. Wrexham have made a couple of changes from the sides that played at Swansea last Sunday, beg your pardon, winning 3-1 in brilliant fashion. And basically, those two alterations are that Phoebe Davis is replaced by Nat Clark, who is now fit, and also Mariam Mahmood comes back into the side. And it looks like it's still going to be a four at the back. Interesting alterations, but I think the way that back four worked so well, it's inevitable, I think, we carry on doing that.
Yeah, and I think Nat Clark coming in as well to CDM, she's very much defensive minded, so I think she will offer possibly a bit more defensive cover, especially in a game like this. We've got to obviously want to attack well, but we've got to make sure we're defending their attacks well as well.
And Nat Clark, in a way, in that double pivot, I mean, Josie Smith did really well in that role, has done since she shifted across with Lily. But having said that, Nat is, I think, a quite natural CDM, if you like, whereas Josie is so versatile, so she can go over to the right. Cara Jones is the player who misses out. But Nat Clark's, I think, useful to see the lines in a game like this, because the obvious one in that part of the pitch, Lucy Billingham, who, give her half a chance, she'll shoot from outside the box. She's very dangerous. She's got a bad habit of scoring against us as well.
Yeah, she was, for me, their best player in the Welsh Cup final at the end of last season. We couldn't get anywhere near her, and as a result, she scored, but she also made a couple of assists, and she was unplayable. So I think she's a really important player today that we have to make sure we keep quiet, because she really does keep things ticking over for them. Yeah.
That Cardiff side as well, there's one change from their team. They scored 6 against Aberystwyth last weekend. It's an interesting one, though. You're saying about key players. I mean, Fionn Price, I mean, a phenomenal player from left back. Her goal scoring and her assist numbers are just through the roof.
Yeah.
But she's been out injured. She played the first start of the season last weekend, but she isn't playing today, and that could be a bit of a blow for Cardiff.
I just wonder, did they see the Aber game as a good game to get her started back in after a long injury? I believe she broke her wrist, and then today's a bit of obviously going to be a lot tougher. So are they going to go with the team or the back line that tried and tested from the season so far? Yeah. And possibly bring her on to make an impact if they need her, I suppose. Because
they've got some players to really watch out for as well. I mean, Mackenzie Olden is the top scorer in the division. She's got 6. She's been shifted over to the right to accommodate Laura Kernock when she's come back into the team. They've got quality throughout, though. I mean, they are deservedly the champions, and we should remember the yardstick they offer us. I mean, they've won the league the last 3 years. They've won the double the last 3 years. They won the cup the last 4 years. Did the treble 2 seasons ago. I'm intimidated myself now. They're not bad, are they?
I do think, though, Wrexham, this team are the team to upset all that and stop all that. I fully believe this is the team that could change the league, how it looks.
I mean, certainly talking now to guys behind the scenes at Cardiff before the match as well, and that they see it, I think, the way that we see it, that these are the 2 best teams in the division, I think. TNS, to be fair, have beaten us both on their patch, but Cardiff dominated them there, and we made alterations which didn't stick. So, I think there were extenuating circumstances of both those. But this is a real quality match, isn't it? I'm excited.
Really, really exciting game to watch today. I'm really looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Remember, everybody, that you could use the hashtag AskWrexham, that's ASKWXM, on Blue Sky or Twitter to get in touch with us during the game. We'll be delighted to handle any questions from you and any queries you have about the teams or the game in general, or just anything you want. If you want to ask me why I've made a toaster that I'm going to wear on my head at some point, go ahead. ask. But yeah, I'm getting encouraged now to actually wear it. I mean, I don't know. Is this really? Is this what the people want? Do you think, Dal?
Well,
no.
you might not keep your head warm today. Maybe that's your answer.
Well, I don't know. It's plugged in around the back,
Yeah,
so I
true.
can, pull it down and get it heated up. No, it's going to be a hell of a game today. Really, really is. The Wrexham Ultras making lots of racket already, and they sound brilliant here. It's a great atmosphere. Don't think I was saying, talking to the Cardiff guys as well, that it's fantastic to have atmosphere like this, and they were saying that was just the case. Yeah. So the teams in their pre-match huddle. I don't know if this is a thing, Dal, but we really properly huddle now. One game this season, the ref had to come and break us up. And I went to under-19s on Friday, and we almost got to that point again. TNS did their huddle and left, and we stayed in it for ages afterwards. And
I always see the huddle, and we say it. I've said, like, a lot of teams I've been involved with in the past, we say the same, like, if you can have the loudest, like, chant or cheer in the huddle louder than the opposition, like it's 1-0 to you already, it sets the tone a little bit. And I think the influence of Jodie, like, we've all know what the team talk she delivers because we see it online. I think it's her really, like, making sure the message is clear, being really passionate in there. Without a doubt, she had an influence on that. Yeah. And then her influence and the first team influence is naturally going to flood down to the under-19s and below as well.
Well, we've heard the Cardiff one, and Wrexham are still in their huddle, so yeah. That one prediction was right. We need to tip the Wrexham Ultras off to join in the shout, don't we, at the end? Yeah.
I think it's a bit of mind games as well. Like, Cardiff is getting it ready to go, and they got to watch Wrexham still talk. Yeah. So it's like we're making them wait.
If it's still going in 10 minutes, I think the ref may have to step in.
I think he might be. Keep looking at it as well.
Yes. So, here we go. Much louder.
Yeah, much louder.
Good news. Yeah. Huddle shouts count double, like in Europe.
1-0 Wrexham already. Exactly
so, exactly. Right, let's see how it pans out. This is going to be something. Wrexham against Cardiff. The champions and the pretenders. The pitch looks fantastic. It's a great setup here at Buckley. And we're so grateful to them for being supportive of us. And let's see what we can do. Is Cardiff, of course, in lime green. Kicking from left to right. And straight away, Barker's quick feet. Oh, nutmeg as well. Snape. Now Eva Suckley starting on the... That's a good ball, isn't it? Oh, it's a nice idea. Well, Shannon Evans has played the season in the Adran Premier last year, and because of that, she covers the ground well. But she has it's a snappy start, isn't it?
Oh, she's an absolutely talented player. Obviously, a striker turned centre back as well, so she's able to really. She is really versatile. If we talk about versatile players.
Long throw, Iddenden the target. And straight away, Lily Jones. Wrexham looking to pen Cardiff in. It's a minute gone. It's a good intense start by Wrexham. Immediately knocking the ball around well in the Cardiff heart, linking up nicely. And Iddenden, we know she's a good technical player, but physically as well, causing issues.
Absolutely. It's going to be a physical battle up there as well with Shannon Evans and Meg Bowen, who I know is a very physical defender as well. So it's going to be an interesting matchup between those three.
Wrexham starting positively here. Bowen, a proper scrapper of a centre-back, good quality centre-back. That's a nice idea. Kernock muscled off it, but I love it. I must admit, I love Erin Lovett. I think she's fantastic. As a central defender, I always sort of saw her more in a 3, but the way she plays in the back 4 last Sunday was just fabulous. You got Bartle's mobility alongside her. She's the stopper.
You know what, with Erin, I've always loved having her play in front of me because you know exactly what you're going to get, and every week she's going to win her defensive duels. She's going to give 110%, and she just cares so much about the badge and so much about the job. And I'm really glad and happy to see her starting to cement herself in the starting 11.
Well, she's all about the duels, isn't she?
Absolutely.
You're going to have an individual battle and she's going to win it. You know,
she's so good. Even if the player she's up against is faster than her, she knows she's going to win that duel, and you know that too. Because if she gets past her, then she knows she might be in a little bit of trouble. So she makes sure she doesn't put herself in those situations. Yeah,
I thought last year she sort of improved in that as well. Sort of starting positions a little bit more sort of taking into account the increased pace she'd come up against in this division.
Yeah, I mean, especially at this level, but not every single player is going to have every single attribute. So you just got to play to your strengths, and Erin is the master playing to her own strengths.
So here's Wrexham again. Lily Jones, that's a nice pass, Hiddenden. And Josie Smith starting on the right, of course. He's so comfortable in so many possessions, and that's a lucky ricochet. Barker's got Suckley making a nice run. Big tackle that by Evans, making the decision to step out for the back. They could have been exposed then. And Bartle typically strong in the air. But I like the movement then. I like, Barker spotting the space Suckley created. And Suckley playing out wide, of course. Like we were saying before the game, you like it out wide, but when she's on the left, she can cut inside as well, can't she?
I think Ava's someone, you see it wherever she plays, she wants to drive at people and she wants to beat people, and I think that is an attribute a wide player needs. And tactically and technically, she's a very strong player as well. So it's interesting that she's getting a bit more time out wide now, so we'll see how much of an effect that has. But she'll still score goals, she'll still make assists. So to fit the players into this starting 11, I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, the mobility and the fluidity in the attacking areas now from Wrexham. The players you could switch around and in-game or just a starting lineup of exciting options, and a couple more coming in this week as well.
There's so much strength and depth there as well. I mean, we've got Rosie Hughes on the bench, that's mad.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's you'd rather have a team like that than not.
It was a strong header by Smith a moment ago, and she's done well again. And that's nice, typical tidy passing by her. Good vision by Suckley, isn't there now? Only has Barker in the middle, Jones arriving too. Just behind, and Wrexham knocking the door, Hiddenden as well to win that back. Promising start though, isn't it? Wrexham really asking questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Cardiff haven't quite stuck into the game yet, they're a little bit all over the place. But yeah, this is the time to go get them. An early goal would be great.
There's ultras making lots of noise. Lily Jones, nice idea. Hiddenden. And the deflection's kind for Karen Chamberlain, who's got a horrible habit of being outstanding against us, hasn't she? But good tackle. Snape getting a challenge in on Oldham. She's got Billingham, dangerous Billingham here, and she's done well. Good quick feet by her, but Wrexham crowding that central area. Like we said in pre-match, she will hit shots from distance. That's dangerous! So cute idea to dummy that, wasn't it? And so lucky that nobody got a touch.
I think as well, the pitch is going to be hard to play. Some girls might be a little bit hesitant to stick a foot out in front of the goal like that defensively because of the pitch. You just don't know where it's going to go. But I think for both teams, we've seen opportunities in the wide area, so be interesting to see what comes of it for both teams.
So it's Craven with the goal kick. Cardiff looking to build on that. Now, lucky that Oldham couldn't get in the end of that. Evans, slight misjudge, and Hiddenden's after her. Firm challenge, stepping in that Clark. That's what I was talking about beforehand. And that part of the pitch, just putting the pressure on Billingham early on. Good defensive cover. Shooting chance perhaps? No, because of a great sliding challenge on the edge.
And that's why you have Nat Clark as a CDM. I think Cardiff, their wide forwards are both playing quite high and on that back line. So I think you can tell that's the way they're going to try get in behind us today, because obviously our central areas are very tight. You've got Jodie and Aaron in there, so they might be aiming for the wide areas.
Here is Billingham. That's cutely done. It's got past Lily Jones. And that will be offside against Oldham.
The diagonal ball again.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Any diagonal ball, a pass or long ball, is so hard for a team to defend. It's so hard to deal with.
getting those wide players out and stretching play, and naturally she's going to be on the blind side of the left-sided defender.
Yeah.
So like you said, it's tricky to legislate for.
No, any good wide players should always try play on the back of the shoulder of their fullback. Then the fullback, it's hard for the fullback then to see and position themselves, because they've always got to stay connected to their centre back.
Suckley does so well. Ooh, just lands awkwardly on her ankle. Keep an eye on. She seems to be okay. It's Bartle, typical fighting from her.
I think it's going to be a good battle today between Bartle and Connor, because they're both tall, physical players. So yeah, it can be an interesting one, that one. So far, I think Bartle's winning the battle.
She got a little lucky there, committing, but now Wrexham break Barker with that pace again, looking for Hindon. Quite pick her out. Tidied up. Walkless now. Another player back from injury, a good central midfielder is Billingham having to drop deep to get involved, which is kind of what we want to see. Good driving run this by Long, who's in to replace Price, gets the free kick off Mahmood. That's exactly as you'd expect. It just feels this feisty and crackling atmosphere. It's really everything's been battled for. Both sides know the stakes, don't they? Yeah,
absolutely. And I think this will probably be the first time this season I think Cardiff have been a bit like, oof, like this is going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
And I know it's early in the season, but this is going to have a big impact, I think, come the end of the season, without a doubt. Not just however the result goes, but when these teams come across each other again, they'll be thinking back to this team, back to this fixture.
Well,
I think it will set the tone for all Wrexham and Cardiff fixtures for the rest of the season.
Yeah, my temperament is I don't like talking about early season 6-pointers, but this feels different.
Yes,
because these two teams, you feel, should establish themselves as a top two going forwards, and there is a psychological element to us not being able to beat Cardiff for so long, and starting to do it at the end of last season, and just maintaining that progress.
Absolutely.
And then Suckley has a look at that. Owen does well to keep it balanced there. Walkless, that's a great ball. And the early one is a nice idea by Cook as well. Billingham, dangerous area, well read. That's comfortable for Craven.
Yeah. Again, they're getting down the flank. They're using both sides, but they're getting down the flank again. Definitely, you can see it's their game plan today for sure.
Hindon's isolated. But now, here's Mahmood. Uncharacteristic heavy touch by her. Nicely tidied up again. That's sloppy now. Suckley. She could have a shot from that sort of range, but instead Barker, the pace of Evans. Yeah. It's rare you see somebody able to sprint with Barker, isn't it?
Absolutely not.
Suckley, nicely done. Walklet again. That's good persistence. Great stuff by Barker. Walklet, though, doesn't want to be denied. It's a proper scrap, this. Fair play.
I think there's going to be opportunities taken by Wrexham today from the high press, because Cardiff are known for keeping the ball at the back, switching it back and forward before they decide to go forwards. On this pitch today, it's going to be harder to do that. And I think with the speed that we got with Barker and the strength through Abbey, and like we've already seen Shannon Evans take a couple of dodgy touches and passes, so I think that's potentially somewhere where we might get opportunities, because they can't play the way that they want to play as a back four on this pitch.
Wrexham convinced of the handball. Was on our blind side.
He's right in front of that.
Yeah. But yeah, the way we have pressed under Jenny Sugarman's looked very good, doesn't it? Without the ball, we choose our moments well.
Yeah.
And of course, players like Barker as well, just what a tester. Comfortably dealt with by Bartle again. Owen though, first chance to get forward, and Suckley. Oh, fans love that.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what you get from Ava being on the wing as well. You're going to get her defensive work because she is a hard worker and she is very good defensively. And you lose that when she plays at the 9.
Too much on that. Comfortable for Craven. But yeah, Barker's pace obviously is so exciting when we go forwards, but in a press, having a player who can trigger a press, perhaps by accelerating like that is wonderful. That's a lovely idea by Mahmood. Barker is there!
Yeah. Go!
And it's in! What a fabulous finish that was! The pass by Mahmood! Oh, that took an eternity to decide whether it was going in or not, didn't it?
And you know what? For me, that's exactly the way to score goals past this keeper as well.
That's a lovely idea by Mahmood. Barker is there!
I don't feel over the years she's very disciplined about whether she stays or goes.
And it's in! What a fabulous finish that was!
If you get the pass right and you get the right type of person on the end, someone fast like Barker, you're going to score from that because she's just going to go for everything no matter what. So, brilliant. If they'd done that in the scout, then great. That's a really good goal.
What a finish as well, eh? I mean,
my God.
the control on that.
The composure, brilliant.
So Wrexham ahead. This huge game, but wow, the quality of that. And I said, Mahmood's pass, absolute perfection. How many times do you see players trying to make that sort of pass? If it's not, the weight isn't perfect, it just bounces through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Snape put under pressure as well. Great feast that by Snape. And a good ball too. Now Barker against Evans once more. Clever. Knew the challenge was coming, didn't she? That was good work. But wow.
What is that? One chance, proper chance and goal, 1 goal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, good record to have.
The ruthlessness that we've wanted in the past. Got that at the moment, haven't we?
Yeah.
No, it was good stuff. And now Wrexham do what you want to do when you've just scored. Get on the front foot straight away. Yeah, Chamberlain's a fabulous shot stopper, isn't she?
Absolutely.
A string of saves she's made against us in the past. Have won games for Cardiff, quite frankly. Even games that the scorelines look one-sided, but she's been terrific. Snape pulls that a bit. But having said that, remember the Abby Inland's winning goal at Cardiff last season? She came out into traffic without getting close to it, really. Let it bounce in front of her, and again, it was getting muscled off the ball.
The great attribute to have a keeper that starts high and with the hat like is comfortable coming out of a box, go get the ball. But I think you've got to be really disciplined with it. I don't think she quite has that. Yeah. I think she got away with it in the past against lots of other teams and us. So we might have got to the ball before her, but we've missed the target, for example. But yeah, it's a great finish though, no matter what happened around it.
Yeah, it's terrific, wasn't it? Here's Owen as Cardiff just trying to reset a bit, get the ball down and move it around. And
they're not used to going 1-0 down this early in a game either, are they?
That's true.
It'll be interesting to see how they deal with it.
In fact, funnily enough, the 3 games that we've beaten them in, 2 games we've beaten them in, they scored first. Yeah. And then we've gone back at them. Evans, that's a good ball. Building an awkward bounce for her. Nice touch by Owen, though. Walk as it was getting forwards. I love it. It's a nice switch by Billingham again. Cook taking on Smith as well, but Lily Jones, once she'd come inside into the crowd, Jones is snapping in there. Evans now.
Just a little bit.
Good work in midfield by Wrexham, just not letting Cardiff find a way through.
You know what, if this is what Cardiff do, just switch it back and forth like this. I mean, Wrexham are doing the right thing. They struggled to play through it. It's picking and choosing when you're going to go press high and when you're going to block like this.
Yeah, we look very solid in this mid-block. Yeah. It's going to be hard to pass your way through us. And there you go, because there was good distances between Wrexham and the end of pass.
Yeah,
the pass
absolutely.
Just get slightly too overhit to the point where one of them is off target. And then, of course, Iddenden, if she can get across and make any sort of challenge, is always liable to cause an issue. Mahmood's done ever so well there. Now then, she's got options to her left. Big tackle by Evans. Lily Jones tidying it up. I think Cardiff players had in their mind they wanted a free kick against Mahmood. And You often don't get those sort of challenges, don't you? It's
Oh,
almost
gosh,
to make
yeah.
them up.
Bit of the emotional side comes through the challenge then, doesn't it? Frustration.
Yeah, exactly. I get that when I'm commentating as well.
Yeah. I get that through coaching, to be fair, as well.
Yeah. Now then, Lily Jones, that's not a bad idea. Good work by Snape. She's got a proper sort of left back skill set, hasn't she, all round.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Proper left back as well, like tough, can hit the ball well. I've said it before, I think it's so important to have a natural left footer in the team. It just opens up the dynamic of how you want to play. Not many teams will have left footers in this league, I don't think either.
As well there with a header. Power trying to step up into midfield. Lovett gets rid. Now then, is Barker going to get to that? Not quite. Bowen. And that's Owen. But terrific start this by Wrexham. Just need to keep these performance levels up. The Cardiff are now maybe able to get a diagonal in with the overlap, and again on the right hand side Olden stretching, but they lose the ball. Barker really does hit it in them, but that one couldn't quite stick with her.
Yeah, they've done really well there to defend their Wrexham. They've gone into a block, but they've also tried to push them all to one side, and Cardiff want to play to get out. They can't. It's hard to do it on this pitch anyway, but if we press them all into one side of the pitch, they struggle.
I think Cardiff fans over there just realised when they cheered that decision.
Quite a few have travelled up.
Yeah, fair play. That's really good, isn't it?
It looks like it's a very good number in the crowd today.
It looks
be
bigger
interested to see what the total is.
Well, there was a good crowd here last time. I mean, obviously Buckley is not in Wrexham, so a few people chat.
Not too far away though.
No, true enough. But having said that, it looks bigger, the crowd today, than it did last time, which is brilliant.
I think it's the excitement of the fixture as well, though.
Oh yeah, any Wrexham Cardiff game.
Absolutely, yeah.
Shannon Evans now. Cook. Smith up against her again. And Cook is looking dangerous down that left hand side. That's a good ball in. Good header, that.
Really good defending.
And I know it. Snappy pass inside, but it's crowded in there. Olden, great challenge. Barker back helping up. Here's Craven. Looking for Mahmouz, but Idendon will bring her in now. That looks like a foul. It is by Power.
So there have been a couple of fouls that have gone for both ways. A little bit frustration on the Cardiff part. But yeah, some of these fouls are a little bit, there's a bit of emotion in them today. And I think the longer the game stays like this, the more Cardiff are going to get frustrated.
And we're looking constructive on the ball as well, which is also going to frustrate them.
Yeah.
Here's Lovis to Snape. Owen did well to close it down, but Snape does well to retain possession. Wrexham will go back to Craven. Now that ricochet allows Billingham to get involved. Maybe you can get in touch using the hashtag #AskWrexham on Blue Sky and Twitter. We'll have a look at those in a moment. But I think you can understand why we can't really tear our eyes off the pitch at the moment. Feels like any moment something big could happen. Evans. It's a dangerous ball, and Owens with a good run inside. Snape does well to get a foot in, and then completes the clearance with the right foot.
I think so far that's what Cardiff are resorting to, that long ball over, and for the most part Wrexham are dealing with it very well.
Yeah, Owens looking more and more progressive, isn't she, trying to get up on this right hand side in support, and that of course allows Oldham to cut in.
Yeah.
You know, because she's the top scorer in the division at the moment, and she You know, she naturally wants to come a bit narrow and try and get on the end of things.
I think Ava's catching on to it though. She's coming a lot more deeper when we're defending, which is good. So it allows us more Hannah to move up one.
Yeah, she was having a chat about 5 minutes ago to the bench. Snape under pressure again. And she's tripped, it looked like. No corner given. Well, that's surprising.
I think the right-hand side for Cardiff is probably the most dangerous side because they got the full-back joining in because their left-back not really going anywhere, just staying in the back line. And I think most of Cardiff's attacks are on this right-hand side as well.
Yeah, this is where they can get an overload, isn't it? Whereas, short corner. Decent strike! And that was good work by Craven.
Yeah, really
wave
good.
right in front of
really
her. It's
good.
horrible.
And the bounce as well, right in front. You never know where they're going to go, so it's really tidy save. First save she'd have to make, so good start.
Here come Cardiff again. Water challenged well by Barker. Good tackle. Barker is, quite apart from that great goal, is battling so hard. Nasty bounce for Evans, but yeah, Edmonton's not going to get away with that.
No,
Never really hurts for a centre forward to do that to their centre back.
Let her know they're there, yeah.
Cute touch, well read by Smith.
Press, did he go? Did he go?
Yeah, I just feel Cook looks quite enterprising, looking to really run at Smith whenever she can on that left-hand side, although, as you say, she doesn't tend to get support on that side of the pitch much, does she? She's a lone hunter, but she's looking sharp doing that.
Absolutely. I think when she can, she's probably going to try put an early cross in, which is still a bit, dangerous, because we've got to make sure then the rest of us in the box are paying attention, we've got the right body shapes. And then if we are sending two players forward from this side, we've got to make sure we track the runners into the box. But great start by Wrexham.
Fantastic start,
really
isn't
good
it?
start.
Good value for the Lees, but we all know Cardiff are winners, and yeah,
They're not going to stop.
Exactly so.
Yeah.
Stephen asked Wrexham, saying a nice touch, a goal by Barker, shades of Abby's goal 2 weeks ago. Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah, real quality. Chip Pate saying Snape seems like she's always everywhere.
You know what? And it's a nuisance trying to deal with that. Is it like if if I'm in goal against Barker, like I would be like worried. I'd generally be worried about it because you can mark her out maybe the central area of the pitch, like on the back line, but then she'll go looking for the ball, face you up, and then turn and go again. And like we've seen this season, like she'll drive at people, get past people. She can play people in. Also to shoot from far, and that is a proper handful. And like as goalkeepers, we don't like that. So, I've said it before. There's not many players, if anyone, like Barker. So, all keepers in the league, if they know she's on the pitch, I think it's definitely a threat to them.
And she can operate a bit deeper, but because she's got extreme pace, she can still fulfil that one-on-one role too, can't she? Two for the price of one, but yeah, she's so exciting, isn't she?
She seems to have really good knowledge of the game as well. So wherever she ends up receiving the ball on the pitch, you see her looking up. You see her like looking for the options. And like I said, she can play people in. She can make opportunity for herself, and she can shoot from distance. So that's like a triple threat.
Yeah.
Like, how do you deal with that?
Exactly. Well, no, Swansea would. I'm sorry. I just one jab. Why did I say that? They couldn't on Sunday. Here's Mahmood now. That's persistent play by Cook. That'll be a free kick against Smith.
I think this is where Cardiff are going to be really dangerous. Shannon Evans has scored headers past us in the cup final at the end of the season. It's a great, we don't like to say it, but it was a great header, powerful. But I imagine they've got someone specific marking her.
Is it Eddington who's on it there in the far post? She's trying to get ahead of her as the ball's swept in towards her.
That's a great header. Header.
Lovely delivery, wasn't it? That was just perfect. And Bartle does well, doesn't she? Getting tight on her and challenging for that.
That was a great delivery, to be fair. It's a type of ball that only needed guiding towards goal, so it's a great delivery. But we have to try not give those opportunities away. Try not to give Shannon Evans an opportunity to get a head on it in our box. We don't want that to happen.
It's such a foul on the back of Hindon. It felt here, but didn't make a fuss to be fair. And Suckley, that's nice. Lily Jones, now to Mahmood in the sort of area where she could do damage. Barker's peeled off her head. She's onside. Drills it, unlucky. I must admit, I thought she may have gone a bit early, but maybe the right side of the defence played her on. Mahmood did ever so well to, again, that understanding on the same level, spotting the run and feeding it in like that. That's unlucky.
No, I mean, it's a diagonal pass. Diagonal passes break teams apart. So hard to try and to defend it.
Here's Chamberlain there. Wrexham a goal to the goods. Barker working so hard there. And again, really good pressure. That's unlucky.
Jen, that was good. That was very good.
There's interesting points here on Ask Wrexham, which is all about broadcasting. Radio Carlo really wish the Cardiff keeper's kit didn't look so much like the Wrexham kit. Now, I can assure you it doesn't. It's purely, colours change when they're being broadcast.
It's a fluorescent pink.
Yeah, it's like a highlighter, isn't it? But, when broadcast changes colour, basically. Here's Barker again, Billingham having to work hard to track her. Mahmood now. Good cover that to protect Long. Oh, roped him, but the flag went up. But again, Wrexham just starting to run at Cardiff defenders, commit them, and such an exciting team to watch anyway, but it's great to see us do it against a strong defence.
I mean, I guarantee Cardiff won't have played against many teams, if any team in the league like this over the years. We've got players running at them and tearing them apart and dragging them out of place. They might have come across it when they've done their Champions League qualifiers, but not in our league, not in this league. Exactly.
I mean, they did lose to TNS, but quite frankly, having watched that game,
mistake. Yeah, it was a horrible mistake, wasn't it, at the back? Very unlike Chamberlain to make a mistake like that.
And they were better. They were the better team.
Yeah,
Cardiff. I mean, they should have scored. They should have won the game by that point. So, this is something different for them. There's Walker scrapping with Smith. Heavy touch, wants the free kick, doesn't get it. And now Barker looking to send Iddenden away. Bowen under pressure, Iddenden will keep chasing. Evans. Now then again, the diagonal out to the flank, and Cook again as Smith isolated, and she's been getting change in these sorts of positions. Smith quite happy, I think, for her to come inside, because that's where Lily Jones and Mahmood and Clark can help her. Billingham. Crossing chance for Owen. Took too much on, didn't she? Suckley did ever so well. Owen wants the free kick, but that was great defending. Evans. It's neat, but it's all in front of Wrexham's mid-block, and Wrexham okay with that. Especially because in the end, there's impatience, and that's what we want, isn't it? Yeah. Keep your shape, force them to try something desperate, and it's a turnover for us.
Like I said, Cardiff notorious for doing that, keeping the ball, switching it back and forth, waiting for the opportunity. Because our mid-block is so well connected, the distances between each unit and each player are brilliant. They are just going to get impatient and try go for it. If that's what they do all game, then happy days.
Exactly so. Smith, Mahmood. And now here, Lily Jones. Patient from Wrexham. It's just gone. Unlucky. Saying about the shirt thing, I should just coming back actually, because clearly it must look very different. Because Kurt says, I used to think there were rules about these things. I've been proven wrong so many times and questioning my own reading comprehension. No, you are right, Kurt. It is just an illusion of the broadcast, and there's nothing. It's not the broadcaster's fault. There's nothing they can do about that. I'm afraid just colours come out a bit more flat when they're broadcast. As now then, that's worth chasing for Iddenden. Probably too much on it. Bowen didn't look like Iddenden was near her when she went down. Just slipped, but can't quite keep it in. Yeah, there are rules about goalkeeper shirts, don't worry. One of which was the only time in my pathetic goalkeeping career that I got booked. I got booked for rolling my sleeves up.
Wow.
Because you were, well, I don't think that rule's in anymore because
Well, you can have short
you can have short
sleeves
sleeves on,
tops.
can't you? But yeah, it was boiling hot and I had this horrible sort of polyester shirt on. And I rolled my sleeves up and the referee booked me. I mean, he could have said, roll your sleeves down, I'd have
Yeah.
thought, but hey. It's ironic because I should have been sent off at literally every game I played because I always marked my 6-yard box and my studs at the start of each half when
Okay.
nobody was looking. But
Yeah,
it's an automatic
definitely not
yellow.
allowed to do that, yeah.
No, not allowed to do it, but I never got caught once. Oh, and I think the statute of limitations, so long since I
Yeah.
played, statute of limitations must apply, surely.
Did you ever get a red card in your career then?
No. And like I said,
That's
I
one
never.
less than me.
Oh, right.
I've had one.
Oh, what? I'm trying to think now. What terrible thing would you have? Oh, hello, Indon. Unlucky. What terrible things did you do to earn that?
I was playing for Wales under 19s. Gemma Evans, who now plays Liverpool first team and Wales seniors, I think she's on 80 caps for them now. She had the ball around halfway line, decided to pass the ball all the way back, and we were playing in Kazakhstan. Ball didn't reach me, so I had to run out to get it. But I wasn't quick enough, so I'd gone to swing for the ball, and they had a speedy striker who, just as I'm in the swing, has nipped a little toe on the ball, took the ball away, and then I'm already in the swing and I wipe her out. Last man standing.
Well,
First and only red card.
poor decision by the ref from my angle. Telling you, Evans does to do well, but Indon typically doesn't give up. Snape now. That's a good challenge. And now, having won it back, Owen is bursting down the right. They've got a player over there. Snape came back well to cover, and Clark just a foot in, helped out well. That's really good work by Wrexham to deal with that threat. Clark doesn't stick with Barker. Power has to be alert to feed it back. I should have got sent off once in a university match where I caught. We felt the referee all the way through was a bit we weren't happy with. I caught a corner, which was a moment for celebration normally. Promise you, I didn't catch many of those. Right at the end of the game, and then someone punched me in the back of the head. I dropped the ball and they scored, and the ref gave the goal. And here's Mahmood. Lily Jones gets a head up, too close to the keeper, but Indon had got goal side of a marker. It's the right idea. Yeah, and I genuinely flipped, and I'm not like that.
Well, if you get punched in the back of the
I
head,
got
it's
punched in the
different,
back.
isn't it?
Yeah. And I sprinted to the halfway line, screaming at the ref, and my teammates were all grabbing hold of me and they couldn't stop me. I was really lost a lot. And afterwards I thought, when I calmed down, I thought, why the heck hasn't he sent me off? And we found out afterwards, because he got into the other team's coach.
Oh.
So we made a complaint, and the league upheld our complaint, but said we had to replay the game, and we got kicked to pieces. So we said, nah, we'll take the loss. We don't have to play against them again. So Owen with the throw. Power struggling to bring that under control. Clark, great awareness by Clark. Late challenge then on Barker. Lily Jones can't cut. The ball just wouldn't carry for her then. This half's flown by. There's only 10 minutes of it left already. Well intercepted that now then. Mahmood. Smith's carried on, having won it. Parker's unmarked in the middle, arriving a little bit late on the blind side of Evans, but the ball didn't come in there.
I just think Wrexham the last few minutes haven't quite been able to keep hold of the ball too much. It's been quite, we'll get forwards, Cardiff win it back, or we play a loose ball forward and they win it back that way. We're doing soak at the pressure, but you don't want to be doing it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. As Cook.
Just want to try keep the ball a little bit more. Because again, wasteful passes the last few minutes more so than at the start of the game.
Have they gone free at the back? That's dangerous ball then. Craven's and ever so up. No. But Cook has switched over to the right for now. Beg your pardon. But again, indication that they're looking to just shuffle the pack and try something different here. Because Cook was doing well on the left, I thought, but They've moved it around a bit. Now here's Olden on the left. Running into trouble. Another hard tackle by Lily Jones. Mahmoud. Bartle drilling it clear. But yeah, maybe not just retaining the ball quite as well in these situations now, and we're clearing it more than passing it out, and that was crucial again from Snape.
The more Cardiff have the ball, they're a team that grows in confidence. So if we're giving it away to them cheaply, playing into their hands a little bit. Like I said, though, this block is working well. So they've just got to keep going for the next 8 minutes left or so.
Yeah, we do look good without the ball, but you're always running at risk.
Especially against Cardiff.
Cook trying to make a nice little inside run. She wasn't used, but indication of what she's looking to do. Just get an early ball in from the back. Here she is now, having dropped off to receive. Good work, Barker again. Terrific work rate from her.
She's just everywhere. Like, you think you got time, and then up comes Barker. You don't have time.
Yeah, it's terrific, isn't it? Cook once more. Snape. And then good strength by Suckley. And I think it's interesting, although a few players were shouting for a penalty, Billingham didn't, because she knew that was just good, strong defending, wasn't it?
And I think the biggest difference between today's game and maybe the last time we played Cardiff is the fact that Lily Billingham is not having the freedom on the ball to play what she wants to play. And that, for me, is a big reason why the result is what it is at the moment as well. Because Cardiff, I think, rely a lot on her creativity. We're not giving her time or space to create. We're in a good place.
I think she's a fantastic player.
Yeah, absolutely. I've coached her when I was in Welsh with Wales under-19. She's one of our players, So, I know the ins and outs of how she works. She's a fantastic player.
When she's dropped deep quite a bit in this half to try and find some space, hasn't she? And pinged a couple of lovely passes out. But yeah, when she's getting into that area around the D, like you said before, she doesn't need an invitation to shoot. She'll rip those shots off at the right moment she's on her right foot. She's getting surrounded by players, isn't she? Yeah,
and absolutely. And anyone that is playing now, that has played in the final at the end of last season, know exactly what she's capable of. So,
even if they scouted it or not, in the prep, team analysis and everything,
I think the players that were here last season will know what she's capable of. I don't want it to happen again.
Lovely, that from Mahmoud. Just too much on the pass. What a lovely take. Yeah, I think is it 3 games in a row now she scored against us, Billingham, and real quality player. It's free kick given against us, and Gidden may have had a case for obstruction by Walker, to be fair, or by Billingham, in fact. But yes, this is it's a high stakes game. It's a high quality game. It's exactly what we anticipated. I think Tom on Ask Wrexham might be a lawyer, because he's asking, what's this about studs in the 6-yard box? I'm getting worried now that he might be looking for a lawsuit. He's going to take me down. Joe Hickman saying, the pace of this game's unlike any other this season. Yeah, it's really intense, isn't it?
Yeah, and this is the sort of game as a footballer you want to play every week, without a doubt. Without a doubt. These are the best games to play and the best games to watch.
Chatting to the Cardiff guys beforehand as well, and they were saying the same. Saying, you know, the 6-1 against Aberystwyth last weekend, it seems a bit boring.
Yeah.
Like they want to be tested.
Yeah.
They certainly are being tested here by this excellent Wrexham team.
And I think with the more fixtures you get to this level, to this standard, when you go win the league, you feel a bit more like, wow, like I'm the best, we beat the best, we played some tough games, but we beat them.
Billingham's done ever so well. Can she strike? Yes, but Craven again.
Yeah. So again, I know she got a shot off there, but she had to rush it because we had pressure around her. Hence, an easy save for Liz to make.
And it's her quality that allows her, an awful lot of players at this level wouldn't have got that shot off.
No.
Because we did get bodies round her, but she's still good enough to get on her right foot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like you say, squeeze it in.
And that's why she's always going to be a threat.
Nice idea by Barker. Got too much on it. I mean, the Adran Premier is not a league that is exactly clean sheet heavy. Which is another indicator, quite apart from the fact that Cardiff have got quality, that you want that second goal. We haven't kept a clean sheet this season. And of course, that my fab fact that I keep churning out, that since the club was absorbed by Wrexham AFC in 2018, this team's never played a 0-0, which is a kind of mad stat.
Yeah.
Suckley gets in very well. Some of Rindon to chase. It has to be a hurry clearance.
This fixture has always got goals, and though in the past it's always been maybe more Cardiff goals than Wrexham goals, but I think the tide is turning. Last season showed it. We beat them a number of times. I think they knew that coming into this game, that they knew it's not going to be easy based on last season, and we've got a better team this year as well.
And there was the succession of games as well that we lost, where you would feel for big chunks of it. We're taking it to them here, we're doing well, but then, like I said before, they're winners and they'll find a way. And often quality is just about sustaining it and taking your chances, isn't it? But we have asked questions of Cardiff more than just those wins. But yeah, that was big breakthrough to be able to beat them.
I know it's psychologically massive. Like I've been a part of the game where we've been absolutely 4 or 5-0, and you're going into those games and you're thinking it's going to be a really difficult game. I always knew I was going to be busy, and we weren't really sure how many chances we'd be able to create for ourselves. But yeah, the tide started to turn last year for positive. I think it's not just a positive for Wrexham; it's positive for the league.
Oh yeah.
Because I think it's more interesting if someone different wins the league. And if it's not Wrexham, which I hope it is, I'll be really happy if it's not Cardiff.
Yeah.
It's boring after a while.
Oh, absolutely. Mahmood just ran out of options in the end, but she's... Oh.
That was a good tackle.
Yeah. The referee is given a yellow. That's her third already this season, I think.
That's a harsh one. You saw the direction of the ball went that way along with the tackle.
Yeah. And she's had harsh yellows as well, to be honest. I mean, that Britain Ferry yellow that she got when, I didn't think it was a penalty, but it definitely wasn't a dive. There was a lot of contact. So, yellow card for Mahmood. We're getting close to finding out how long will be added on in this half. That's a good ball over the top. Owen doesn't get hold of it. Lucky that for Wrexham.
I think what Wrexham had done...
1 minute added time.
I think what Wrexham had done really well this half, we've reduced Cardiff to those long balls. Yes, they're getting down the channel, and that is potentially the dangerous area, but we're just reducing them to a long ball.
Yeah.
And on this pitch isn't big enough to play the long ball.
That is a testing ball, but again, Craven is there, and again, starting position, she's
brilliant.
really alert in those situations. It amuses me, you still get people saying, oh, don't like the keeper being out the box or whatever. It's
That's not the role of a goalkeeper anymore.
Exactly, yeah.
Got to be front foot, got to be comfortable playing in the space in front.
Yeah. It hasn't been for a very long time. In fact, even as a little kid, that's not the kindest back pass from Snape. Craven, though, good on the floor.
Very good composure there.
Even as a kid, I remember watching Wrexham. There is a half-time whistle. Brilliant stuff from Wrexham. And they lead 1-0 at half-time. Tremendous goal by Katie Barker. But having said that, kudos to Cardiff. They've hauled themselves back into it. Wrexham good value for the leads, but in the last 15 or so minutes, Cardiff have shown their calibre, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. 1-0's only, it's a great result to go into half-time. It's a great scoreline to go in for, but you just know, based on experience of the Cardiff's teams in the past, Ian Derbyshire and co, they're going to come out, they're not going to be happy in there. He's probably going to let them know. Yeah. And they're going to come out with gun blazing. They're going to come out firing. And they are getting they're sustaining their pressure, but at the moment it's not working. So he's probably going to try change He does have a habit of changing formation mid-game as well. So he played a back four, he might go 3-5-2 now. You just don't know. You just don't know.
But of course, and maybe you'll talk about this in a little bit, we often had a habit of doing that to them first and catching them out. We'll have a chat about that afterwards. But certainly, that was a cracking first half, exactly what we expected from this high-stakes game. And the half-time score is Wrexham 1, Cardiff 0. Let's relive that glorious win now from last weekend, when, of course, we went down to Swansea City. Oh, Barker, lovely turn. He's hidden done that. She just had to turn it back on the ball to try and get around there. But a miscontrol, a great effort by Suckley. Oh, yes! Have that! Have that! Absolutely sensational. I mean, she's got it in her locker. But when you deliver it on the... As a target, look at that. Now then, Lee Jones can play that ball and Barker is away. Barker. Can she finish? Yes, she can! 12 minutes gone, 2-0, and this is that ruthless streak that you so desperately want to see from this Wrexham side. That was absolutely textbook, wasn't it? The long make the run that time, but Wrexham stretching Swansea. Cara Jones, she plays the ball. Barker's in again. Iddington is available. Great ball in. Iddington, big save. Iddington maybe didn't quite get hold of it as much as he'd like, but Swansea's high line is helped by a linesman being on the hair trigger a little bit. To be fair, made two good decisions. There's John. Oh, that's brilliant. Out of nothing. Stacey John strikes again against Wrexham. Third goal she scored against us. Suckley once more. Nicely done. Lily Jones on the charge. Can she get there? It's in! Wrexham take the 3-1 lead. Lovely little ball in. I wasn't sure if it was actually an own goal or if Lily took it. But who cares? Lovely little slip. Absolutely terrific performance, this. And now here is Lily Jones looking to get forwards again. She gets the block in. And good work by Barker to keep it alive and to pull the shot. That's unlucky. And backing them up. That's a tester as well for Mitchell, who lets it run through. Rosie Hughes is in. Can she finish? Oh! You get the first half, and her hand's been outstanding. The referee is just counting down, and then he counts down the game. And the Wrexham fans, the Wrexham players, utterly delighted. That is a brilliant performance by Wrexham. Rosie Hughes' hands straight up in the air to celebrate. Those Wrexham ultras are thrilled. And Wrexham, with the Wrexham ultras in full voice, have beaten Swansea 3-1, the third time in a row. Well, what a day that was last Sunday, Wrexham winning at Swansea. And I mean, we talked about this a little bit in the commentary, but like you said, that psychological thing, it's not just Cardiff, it's Swansea as well, wasn't it? And then last season we really spectacularly put that to bed. It does make a difference, doesn't it, in a changing room? Absolutely.
You've got that belief and that knowledge that you can go beat the players that you're about to go and play against, and it makes a massive difference. No matter what happens with the ball at your feet, if in your mind or in your head you've got some doubts there, or you're just a bit nervous or worried about something because of the opposition, the players you're going to come against, it makes a big difference. So the fact that we've beaten and outplayed both top opposition makes a big difference for the future games going ahead as well.
And you just know it. And I'm just thinking as well, I mean, okay, our top scorer against Cardiff is Abby Iddington. Got that amazing hat-trick at Denby, which I still, I stand by what I said.
Brilliant performance that was.
Oh, it's just unbelievable, that, wasn't it? And I mean, that is, speaking of someone who's watched Wrexham, oh God, I feel old, since 1978, that's the best hat-trick I've ever seen a Wrexham player score, no question. I mean, honestly, no question. But, she must, just as an individual, you can do that against a side of that calibre. You know that Chamberlain's a great shot stopper, but you're going to be hitting shots that contest her.
Yeah.
you know, that it's just all about that growing into the league, which I think people, because we made such a brilliant start in this league 2 years ago, maybe people take a little bit for granted, but it's a hell of a achievement to get to the point we're at now, I'd argue.
Absolutely, and I think I said it in the first year. I think because we just got promoted, teams were, especially at the start of the season, 'cause we started really well that first season. I don't think teams didn't realise how good we'd be.
Yeah.
They thought they just come from the North Wales League. But actually, we worked really. We won every game that season and some big results as well. But we have to work really hard for it because you're still playing against like the likes of Nomads and Llandudno, very difficult teams to play against. And I think because we were the unknown, it was difficult. Say with Burton Ferry last year, they just got promoted and they had a great season. To be fair, much as I hate to say it, but I think you get in a habit of teams just coming up.
Oh, they're singing your song again.
Sorry. No, I just think teams that just get promoted at any level, I think people also think it's going to be an easy game and it's not. Yeah. But what the club has done, the growth of the club, and not as a whole but as a women's section, and the backing from Rob and Ryan, like the investment into staff members. We've got full-time staff members, a number of them. We've got full-time players in this squad now, 2 of them. And then everyone's on semi-pro contract, everyone's earning decent money. I think the programme it's developed into, this programme can only ever get better. And eventually, I believe teams like Cardiff and Swansea are going to be like, oh God, we're playing Wrexham now. Like, what scoreline is this going to be? Yeah. That's where it's going to be. And I do believe it'll be Wrexham in the league 3 or 4 times in a row. Yeah. Based on the last 2 years.
The momentum is just building fantastically.
Yeah,
isn't
absolutely.
it?
It's really exciting time to be to like watch the club where it's going now, from where it was, what it used to be, and how I was involved in it back then as well. This is really exciting.
It's I'm glad you said about the staff as well, because it always struck me that the investment on infrastructure was really obvious from the start. And I remember that first season in the Adran Premier, the first game against Swansea. I don't want to be simplistic and say they scored a goal deep in the added time, therefore we were tired. But just looking at that game, you could just see us tiring a bit against them. And then the Cardiff game came the week after, and that felt similar in that for an hour. I'm watching this match thinking, okay, well, we can play with these. But then that last half hour, the wheels really came off us. But we brought in Zoe Clare as the fitness coach, and
she made a massive difference. Absolutely massive difference. Obviously, she's gone now, so they've got a new coach, Dan, who worked with me at Liverpool, so I know him very well. Really good guy, really knowledgeable as well. He knows his stuff from a football point of view. So it'd be really interesting how he can, because everyone hates fitness no matter what level, and you're told to run to try and get a certain distance on your GPS, weekly unit, whatever. But what Dan will be really good at is getting them working hard and running and getting their distances, but doing it in a football manner as well. And I think a lot of the girls will buy into that, and I think then you keep competing then with teams like this, because you've got the fitness levels to compete.
And you could see us, I mean, obviously Zoe comes in, she can't just flick a switch and everyone's fitted. It's a gradual process. I was really impressed by how quickly you could see, because not a couple of weeks after those games we're playing other teams, and in the second half we're just running them into the ground, aren't we?
I remember some of the fitness sessions she put on. Like, I hate running, I'm not gonna lie. If you want me to do something long distance, I get on my road bike. That, I much prefer that. But it's not only like the actual physical fitness, it's stuff about food as well. Like, they advise you, gives you nutrition advice, advise you what sort of foods to eat on certain days. They advise you about sleep, and if you're struggling to sleep, what can you take at night, like magnesium tablets, for example, things like that. And I know now the post-match food that the girls get is really good, like high in protein and really good stuff. And we probably, even last year, we probably didn't have it to the same level they've got now, because I see them all go away with like good quality stuff. So it's really, really important. It's the aftercare, it's on the training pitch, but it's how they can help motivate and influence us when we're not here on the pitch, or we're not at training, we're at work, going about our everyday life. That's the biggest thing, how you manage your working life and this career.
And that's something which I think maybe I don't mean just in the Adran Premier, but just in general. I think football fans often have a sort of lazy idea, or semi-pro means they just turn up on the game, or it's very different. Like you're saying, you've got to be, in some ways, maybe more professional to be a semi-pro because you've got so much more to balance.
Honestly, yeah, it's so difficult. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I decided to retire when I did as well. I know I'm young, well, I'm still 29, so I've probably still got, as a goalkeeper as well, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years in me. But I made the decision largely based on the semi-pro demands that they wanted on our contract and stuff, what we were expected to do, which is absolutely fine. I couldn't do with my day job, and it was really, really hard to do both. And I found myself the last 2 years doing 7 days of football. Yeah. I love football, but sometimes you need that break as well, physically and mentally. So yeah, it's a big ask. And then while you're at work, making sure you eat the right stuff. Also drinking enough water and stuff like that. But I'm a big one for it. I probably don't drink enough water. Probably should drink a lot more than I do. So it's little stuff like that as well. Goes a long way, but it's really difficult in this sort of model where you're working a full time or you're a student full time, because some of our girls are, and then expected to be training as professionally as you can and putting in the standards and committing as much as we do. It's really hard to manage.
It's so crucial to get the right characters in that. You need to have people who are going to buy into that extra effort as well. It makes recruitment a massive, important job, doesn't it? That would be anyway, don't get me wrong, guys.
Yeah.
And noticed 5 minutes ago while we were chatting, Cardiff called a sub in. So they are going to make some sort of alteration. See who it is when they come out. Kurt is also asking, how difficult is it for supporters to travel to this ground versus the Rock? Do you think the increased attendance due to the importance of the match, or just it's easier to get to? Pretty much the same, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I live in Buckley, so it's all right for me.
You're all right.
I'll walk home after this. I mean, I would say it's a similar, like the feel of this club, similar to the Rock, the old Rock, when Kevin Druids were more established, like they were a few years ago, because I worked in their boys' academy a few years ago. I like this sort of club. It's a nice local club. It's built for the town. It's a good little feel, and I'm a bit biased, but Buckley's a nice town.
But it is. You see it in the way that it's got a nice social. It's a classic sort of. I suppose in Britain you'd call it a non-league setup. It's got a nice social club. Good pitch.
Yeah.
A couple of decent stands as well. Yeah.
No, you just know that everyone who works at this club, they're probably very nice, passionate, they're locals who care about this club, probably supported this club for years and years and years. And it's a sort of club that's got heart and soul, which maybe brand new stadiums or Premier League stadiums don't have.
Exactly. In terms of ease of access.
Well, I live in Wrexham.
I'd say it's similar as a hill to get to the car park, like the Rock.
Yes.
Car park's a little bit smaller.
The car park, you have to park in the street here rather than the car park, but that's not really something.
There is a nice walk round here, Etna Park, like Forest Walk. I've taken my parents' dogs there a few times.
I need to investigate the view down in front of us.
Maybe not today, it's a bit foggy today.
That's true, yeah, it's a bit misty, isn't it? But yeah, we certainly, it's about what? I live in Wrexham, it's about 15-20 minutes to drive here.
Yeah.
Maybe slightly quicker to get to Kevin. Although actually maybe not, because I sort of think, I should probably just look on Google and find out the facts, shouldn't I?
It takes me about 20 minutes to get to Wrexham if I'm leaving here. And Druids is probably 15 minutes from the racecourse, maybe.
I would have thought,
Not too dissimilar.
Feels a bit quicker going to Kevin in the sense that it's fast roads.
More direct,
but having said that, it's pretty much the same. I don't think that should really be much of a factor at all in the crowds coming. I think, as you said, Kurt, it's a big game. Also, the Buckley game, it was only announced that it would be played here 2 days beforehand, and that makes a difference. I mean, look at the racecourse when we played there against Barry. I mean, 500 isn't really that much for a game at the racecourse, but there was horrific weather. I mean, horrific weather was going to put you off when the Manchester Derby's on TV. And it was only announced 2 days earlier, so people who have plans can't change it, whereas we knew this game earlier. So
I think even though to change a venue, like look, the amount of people that here is massive. I'd be interested to know what sort of crowds Buckley Town men get on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're competing with that or smashing out
Yeah.
the park or got nowhere near it. That'd be really interesting to know.
You don't want to get me started on that, because that's one of my bugbears, is how I think the Welsh FA could really do a good job of. Well, I think it'd be quite easy to make this a bigger than the men's league, which would be unique as far as I can think of in Europe, and I think that would be something to really aspire
Bigger
for.
clubs in the women's. You got Wrexham, Swansea, Cardiff, 3 like big powerhouse clubs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Fiona Barry is the sub who's coming on, so she is the young player of the year in the Adram League. She's again a real quality attacking player, getting between the lines.
Very, very good player. She can shoot from any sort of distance, any sort of angle. Left footer, but I know she can use her right foot.
So yeah, Fiona Barry on, and she is, like you say, she often plays sort of attacking midfield, right of centre, cutting inside, driving on.
Yeah.
She doesn't need an invitation to have a shot herself, like Billingham. Good finisher.
No.
And like I say, young player of the year last year for the whole division. It's a quality player to come on. Didn't see who came off. I'm not sure. Was it Cook who came off? I'm not sure.
Looks like it.
been,
Holden's still on this side.
So she's going to be a threat. No two ways
Without
about
a doubt,
it.
yeah.
It's only a third game of the season because she got sent off in the
yeah.
second game of the season. So she had a 3-match
But
suspension.
that's what she's got. Remember, she got sent off in a game that she probably didn't even need to get sent off. I think they were already winning.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a thing. So yes, she's a very talented player, but she's also got that side in her as well.
Yeah.
The silly sendings off.
And just as you were saying that, I looked across and I saw Rosie sitting down on the bench. I remember her getting sent off. Was it Cardiff Met when we were winning 5-0?
Yeah.
So a Smith.
Double yellow card, that wasn't it?
Yeah. Good strength from Kernock and a good strength from Long, but eventually she runs into trouble. Mahmood, fast feet as well. Well, I'll tell you what, this could be competitive if that's anything to go by.
I think so. I think Cardiff are going to come out with a little bit of fire in the belly. They would have been told to change something, to work harder possibly.
Great balance by Mahmood, little roll over the ball as well. Parker's onto that. Danger here. Just overhit, but Hindon should keep it in. She's got Smith in support and Mahmood. Mahmood into a dangerous area. Sharp start this from Wrexham. Suckley will be chasing after that. Typical committed challenge. Oh, this is starting as it means to go on this half. Here is Barry. And that's a great ball now. Just too much on that. And again, Craven with that positive front foot starting position. Bowen got up well. Barker's done brilliantly to tame that. Done really well to keep her balance.
I think they're struggling to deal with her, aren't they? Like her pace, she's hard to get the ball off, but because she is, like we said, everywhere, you try man mark her, but that might take you out of position and so on.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to get tight to her because suddenly she's gone. What a dangerous player she is. And of course, you're quite right, when Derbyshire's bound to have got in amongst the team a bit, but then by the same token, last 15, we weren't able to replicate what we did in the first half hour, so probably Wrexham had a bit of a reset as well. And so you started, well, he's Barker. Thought it was going to sit for her to try a spectacular shot for a second then. That's a decent effort as well. Angle always favouring Chamberlain, but getting a shot in, work to keep in.
Absolutely, and they got to know we're there, we're knocking on the door, we want a second, we don't want to keep it as a 1-0. And I think today on this sort of pitch, any bounce in front of the keeper could be, you don't know where it's going to bounce, how fast it's going to bounce. Actually a lot more difficult save to make than you think, even if it's straight at you.
Well, Barry again there, just looking to play the progressive passes all the time, and she's very tall and physical, and she's shown her strength for that tackle too.
Yeah, she's a very aggressive in terms of ball carrier as well as in her duels.
Yeah, she just loves driving on, doesn't she? Committing defenders, real quality player. So second half, wow, really starting as the first half was. So bit distance now from Snape. Hindon's tamed that nicely. Just didn't quite sit for Barker to get a shot off. Love it. Good foot in. to Chamberlain. Now too long. Olden. Smith again up against Olden. Olden doing well. First time she would have go at Smith. And she's got into a dangerous area here. Nice movement by Walkless. The pass is too strong. They've just been able to drive at Smith for pace, haven't they? Both, Long and in the first half as well.
I think Smith, she's a bit like Erin. Like, I think if she gets her positioning right, I think she'll win the tackle. More like maybe 8, 9 times out of 10. But she's quite a clever player in terms. That's why she's so versatile. She knows the game. I think she possibly knows her strengths and weaknesses as well, and then plays to her strengths as best she can. But it is always your wide players, attacking wide players should always be quick, so it is going to be a threat. But even if they get through like that and pass the ball off the pitch, I mean, we've still done our job. So we're closing down the space.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's still sound behind, isn't it? And it's part of the game to compensate when something like that happens. He is Hiddenden. On occasion, Snape can't find a target. Good strength to stand up to Barry. Very good strength to stand up to Barry. And to be fair, the refs allowed quite a lot of physical challenges, which is as it should be in a competitive game like this.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want the game to be stopping and starting either. That's frustrating for both teams and the supporters watching, I suppose.
He's Hiddenden. Beg your pardon. Suckley with the flick. Cardiff just found a little bit of space in the middle of the pitch until Barker intervenes. That's good. Walkless calm, of course, and he comes that big diagonal again, and Smith watches that carefully. No, Hiddenden's trying to stay on side. It was a nice idea. To be fair, that was a good strong header that by a taller player. Evans using her strength and left as well there. Mahmood as well to win it back. Takes on too much in the end. She just carries the ball sometimes, looking to be progressive, and as a result, she sort of cuts off those passing options behind her and runs into the cul-de-sac sometimes. But she's a threat, of course. Now then, again Barker. Looking so lively at the start of this half. Catches the player there though, free kick.
I bet some of these challenges are a little bit more feisty. But I kind of expected that to happen because, like I said, Cardiff want to come out guns blazing, and they'll absolutely hate the fact that they're 1-0 down at half time. They're not used to it either. Exactly
so. Playing catch up isn't something that they have to do often. They're not going to enjoy it. One little bit of space there, so I think they feel a little bit deeper power. With a cute idea, but it's always going to bounce through. Shark Chow on us, Wrexham saying Lily Jones and Mahmood are a couple of gunslingers. I like that. And our regular envious look at Nick Matthews' lovely beach house. Yeah, it's come down when you can for a remote cast, or send me a Robert if she can rep instead. I'll do my best. South Beach, isn't it? Yeah, we can probably find that in our schedule, can't we? Yeah. Both retired now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Jarvis has responded in kind as well. Oh man, you feel warm looking at all these. Yeah, it's quite a misty sort of day.
A bit nippy today. I've got my snood and gloves on.
Now then, Barker. Mahmood as well. Just use her body. That's really good play by Mahmood, isn't it? It's so difficult to come away with the ball when it's dropping like that. Yeah. Getting a body in between the player and ball gives it the chance.
She's been clever there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing wrong with being clever.
No.
As Einstein said. So, Lily Jones. Could drop anywhere. Clark recirculates it. Bartle nailed that, but now here's the breakaway, and it's Billingham who's got a good run by Olden. Important chance. Snape has just slowed things up, but again, just overhit.
By the way, the amount of numbers, red shirts that were covered back behind the ball then to force a long ball that made it easy for Liz to come out. That was brilliant recoveries.
And Snape as well doesn't win the ball, but she gets the challenge and that just gives them a couple of seconds extra to get back as well.
Yeah, I mean, like there's going to be situations where you go in and you can't win the ball, And it's not about you winning the ball, it might be you delaying the ball
Yeah.
to allow people to get in behind, and that's just as good as winning the ball sometimes.
Oh, it was crucial, wasn't it? Yeah, Wrexham. I mean, that spirit that they've got, like togetherness, the unit that they are, is impressive. As Barker is understandably arguing that the throw-in's hitting for the wrong place, but it's given away anyway. And now here's Barker. He was complaining. Can she punish them? This is what she likes to do. Evans, not many centre-backs with her pace in the division to get across and make that challenge.
I think that's what her sort of Shannon's main job in this team is to cover behind, because she probably is one of the fastest, after with KB, probably one of the fastest players in the league.
Jones battling, has done well to get beyond Walkless. That's nice touch as well. Barker now. Important block. Edendon with attacking the far post. Positive stuff from Wrexham. Well, asking the questions.
We just need to sustain this pressure now, because they're getting sloppy, they're getting frustrated. If we can keep them pinned in, we're going to get another clear chance on goal for sure.
Yeah, Cardiff sending some more subs out.
No, he'll want to make some changes soon, more than what he's already done.
It's us who are looking more threatening since the break. And we've been so good on corners this season. Well, here's our first one. Snape has got a short ball to Lily Jones if she wants to. And she's not going to use it. Snape whips a good ball in. Important header clear by Evans, who's now surging out. Important that by Lovett to win it back. Mahmood now. Nearly gets away. Important challenge out from Bauer. Great persistence, and in the end, Billingham gets there. Smith. Back to Craven. Gosh, breathless this. Good pressure from Walden. And that's good. Long now, bit of space for Power to operate in. Disguise as a good ball to Billingham. Crucial foot in that by Smith. That's a really well judged tackle. Get that wrong and she's in trouble. Edendon now. Good. Oh, Suckley. No support yet. So typically she tries that. Oh, Ava Suckley. You're going to love it. Tremendous effort.
She did it against Swansea last week, so
Yeah,
she got it in her. Absolutely got it in her.
And that was definitely on. Just off target. And great effort that by Ava though, wasn't it? Really tremendous strike. Was
Can you just help me with all my stuff?
Wrexham again asking all the questions.
Can you help me with
It's really promising start to the second half. And then Barker's after that. Evans had to get rid. Now then, Long. Time to measure the cross here. But miss hits it.
If that's all we're reducing them to, then happy days. I
Yes,
don't
exactly.
think they've been a major threat. Like, I don't think Liz has been threatened or a bit worried in that goal just yet. And that's, you don't often say that this far into a game about a Cardiff side.
Yeah.
So that's credit to Wrexham today, so definitely.
Well, I mean, the only occasion I can recall really was that ball across the face where nobody attacked it at the start of the first half. Well, if you can restrict it to that after an hour.
But they've only done that one time, so we're reducing the chance to get that cross in the first place. So
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a throw into Wrexham. Right hand side. And Smith with the ball in their hands. Got Mahmood and Clark offering. Mahmood first hole. Barker in the second. She's a target. Does well to get a toe to it, but tight there. So Long with the throw. It's Clark drilling it long. And Edendon battling away there. Just yeah. We've got some fun on the sides of the pitch, and I'm willing to mention that I just clearly heard the linesman say to Jenny Sugarman, "Shut up, you idiot." Just going to put that on record. Incredible. So, danger here. That's great work by Barry. Can she find a teammate? Billingham. That's
What
a
save.
brilliant save. Brilliant work by Billingham. Absolutely outstanding that.
What a save. Brilliant. And that's what Liz can do. She's a shot stopper. She can pull out some fantastic saves. And you know what? It's what was needed.
Well, that was brilliant. Such strong hands as well. It's so awkward when you're stretching for those. Brilliant stop by Craven. Cardiff's first real moment of threat. It's a good area again. They want the penalty. Referee says not. It was overhit when they were over attacking that.
I think that's the first time Liz has been tested. And how long into the game is it? 50 something,
Yeah.
is it?
59th minute.
Yeah.
Exactly so.
Credit to Wrexham.
And what a response from her.
Yeah. That is actually harder for
Oh,
a
yeah.
keeper when they're quiet in a game because you've got to maintain. You've got to maintain that concentration.
Yeah.
That's harder to do when you haven't got anything to do.
Yeah.
So if you're busy, you're naturally concentrated because you're not thinking about stuff. But if you're not busy,
Yeah.
you get inside your own head a little bit, and it's just hard to maintain that concentration. So that's a great save.
That was, yeah. And when it's above your head like that, but you're having to stretch as well, that's good pressure by Hiddenden on Evans. Yeah, it's not just one of those straightforward ones where you're standing and tipping it over. She's having to stretch across above her head. That's a great save.
And she's guided it over the bar as well. Like she's meant to do it that way. So really good save.
Good take by Barker. Now, Wrexham on the threat. Switches on. Barker's seen it. Mahmood. First touch just takes it a little bit wide. Typically, though, she still wants to take players on. Important challenge that by Walker coming back and covering. What a game this has been. What a competitive match. I mean,
On and off the pitch.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to be testifying in a disciplinary. My hearing's much better
Staying
than
out
people
of it.
realise.
You're not talking about me again.
As if. So, throw into Wrexham. 15 yards in, and Mahmood just winded by that. But, yeah, this has been, exactly what the advert said. Two sides, top quality, best teams in the division, going at a hammer and tongs. And Wrexham deservedly ahead. Got to see this out, but what a game this has been. Hiddenden backing in. That's a good work by Hiddenden. Great determination. Breaks away from her in the end, but it's important she does that sort of just like that
Absolutely.
dirty work, isn't it? Just keep them working at the back.
Yeah, and I think what I really like about the Wrexham team this year, and mainly our attacking line, is yes, you got KB, you got Barker who can run around, be everywhere, do lots of different things, but other players are also contributing to that. So that as a back line, you don't know where the threat's going to come from, because it could, especially this front forward line that's on the pitch right now, any one of them's a threat. And that must be really difficult to defend against.
Smith just clips Kernock there. The crowd are so into this, aren't they? The old Wrexham Ultras, the noise they're making is fantastic.
I expect nothing less.
Exactly, yeah, they're brilliant. And there's a good bunch of fans as well up on the sort of balcony of the social club behind as well. Again, it's a good crowd and a good noise. It's good footing up by Long as well. Lily Jones has done so much hard work like that, covering in midfield. Billingham, good take. Typical balance by her. Ref did well to try and play the advantage. And Cardiff are going to make another change now. Oh, maybe they'll wait for the free kick. But they won't.
Beyond Price.
So there's you don't wait to take a free kick when Price is available, do you? Long's come off.
I mean, everyone knows the record she's got in this league. Great player, but especially when it comes to set plays, massive dangerous threat. And now they've got Shannon gone forward as well. So yeah, even more so, we don't want to be giving away set plays anywhere in this sort of area, because she can put it in a good place.
Well, here's their first effort, and that's a tempter overhead.
First touch of the game.
Yeah, rangefinder.
Yeah.
Isn't it? But
like dangerous, because I'm sure she's the one that assisted Shannon Evans for the free kick in the cup final. So
Well, I mean, playing the percentages, why would you let someone else take a set piece when you got her?
Yeah.
Quality's terrific, isn't it? And it's like you said, those sorts of areas as well, not just the ones where people get excited, you can rip something in the goal mouth.
Yeah.
She'll play good balls in from there. That's unlucky. That pass was on. To Wrexham fans. Chamberlain's challenge. But Wrexham, really looking to take the game to Cardiff here.
Yeah, I think we've really got to remain disciplined as well. Like, try not to resort to what we did the last 10 minutes, first half, giving the ball away cheaply. The longer this game goes on, I imagine Cardiff are going to throw bodies forward. So, got to remain disciplined, and when we do get to the pitch, try to take our chances.
That's a nice idea, that. And Smith will have to be careful. Really well done. The pace of Oldham then was an issue. Brilliant tackle by Smith. Now then, Walkless just gets away from Billingham there. Cardiff can start again with Bowen. And Billingham again, uncharacteristic. 2 little mistakes in a minute. Nice little idea by Mahmood. And Indon, as always, is cool. Smith now. Nobody making that run down the channel for it. So she is also very composed and embarked. Something for Indon to challenge for. Bowen clear. Lee Jones. Big tackle up by Lovett. Power. Good pressure by Clark. Barker snaps in. Power looking to switch, asking too much. Again, just getting bodies around the ball and forcing a player to make a hurried pass is something we've done brilliantly.
Yeah, I mean, Cardiff have got players, if you give them time and space, they'll shoot from far, they'll make some great passes. I think what Wrexham have done really well today is not give them that time to do it.
We talked our time about conditioning. I mean, it's hard to be this intense for a full game.
Yeah, like you pick and choose your moment when you're going to go press high and when you're going to sit in a block and get your breather, but in that block you've got to make sure your distances are right, and Cardiff haven't been able to manage our block very well, so
yeah,
I think Wrexham have done well to sort of choose when to go and to sort of hang back a bit.
Yes, it's been very impressive from Wrexham, but typically Cardiff have hung in there. Now then, Wrexham looking to come forwards against Suckley, battling, has done really well. Just didn't have the scope to go anywhere else there, as Barry halted again by Snape. 25 minutes left, or just under. There's activity on the Wrexham bench. I think I saw Rosie Hughes was going back in, looked like she might be preparing to come on. And of course, I mean, we all know what she's like going forwards, but she worked so hard up front. That just stops Cardiff's fluidity when they're bringing it forwards as well.
She tracked back really well as well. It's one of my favourite things about her.
Once again, Barry looking to burst forwards, but well defended. Corner given. Wasn't sure about that, the way Barry was chasing after it, but we all know. I was going to say we all know what's coming here. Actually, it's Oldham who's going to take it.
I think for me, this is the area where Cardiff look the most dangerous. So.
Well, Evans up there, of course, again.
Yeah, Ava's on Shannon Evans.
Poor delivery though. Mahmood outnumbered out there, but she gets a good fuss in. Now then, can Wrexham break? Barker's got support coming. Oh, heavy touch. Crucial tackle that. Well, that was a real chance to break away. Now the game is stretched badly. Crucial challenge. Really good challenge to get across and put that behind, because that game got far too stretched for a team with one goal ahead. Cardiff with another chance to put one in though. Yeah, Price just lurks 35 yards out, because you know if it comes out to her, she's going to be shooting from there.
Yeah.
Tremendous striker of the ball. Again, Billingham lurks on the edge of the box. Ball into a dangerous area.
Header.
Good first contact by Eden, and here is Price. And she does have a go. Yeah, can't afford to give her too many chances like that, can we?
No, not at all. She only needs one clear chance. But again, she was under pressure, she was stretching and she shot it. Yeah. She was a bit rushed. And that's all we need to do with her.
And great work by Eden at the back, of course. tremendous in the air, isn't she? So Craven with the goal kick. I got into my obsessive looking at the time mode, I'm afraid. Barker won't quite get there. Bowen launches that. And what's a backspin? Smith just block it off. Bartle read the weight on that well. It was like Perrott is getting ready for Cardiff as well. New signing, and usually plays left hand side, cutting it into a right foot. At the moment, Wrexham's defensive shape has been good, and I almost wonder whether, a bit like Cook in the first half, if I was Derbyshire, I might be thinking about trying to get around the outside to deliver, because they have got some decent balls into the box when they've been coming inside. We've crowded them out quite well. The paperwork has been done on the substitution. Good battling by Power. And something just caught in the back of the head. Barker tames that nicely. Edmonton's done brilliantly to get there first. Mahmood is in the middle. Stuckley now. Brilliant play, she'll hit this. Chamberlain again, solid.
I think she'll always save shots like that. I think what we haven't done in the past is how can we test her right in the corners, top corners, bottom corners. Can we make her move, make her work? But I think that's sort of a sign to come. Like, that's what Ava can do. She's on the wing, but she'll cut inside and she can shoot from distance.
The pass just overhit, it was on. Barker gives the thumbs up to Jones. It was the right idea. But yeah, she is so good at cutting inside and striking those. Olden now, dropping off deep to receive. Mahmood again, working so hard. That's great work. Price now. Again, Mahmood just put pressure on. And Smith clipped. Mahmood worked so hard there, didn't she? So Cardiff with a double change. And like I said, Perrott is coming on, attacking wide player. And Helen Evans is coming on, and she is a hell of a signing this summer from TNS. Walklet comes off, having put in a really good shift in the middle of the pitch. Yeah, I mean, Evans is a proper signing. Kernock comes off as well. Perrott's gone to the left. Olden through the middle. I mean, Evans, unusual one for the Rajan Prem, went across the north-south divide, which is
doesn't happen often.
No.
No, I always felt last 2-3 years at TNS, you thought they're better players.
Yeah.
She's consistent, she keeps the ball ticking over, she breaks down play. I thought when I saw it happen, it was a great signing for Cardiff.
Absolutely. She and Lewis had a really good pair, and they're in the middle of TNS in midfield. There's communication there between Clark and Smith. Perez looking to capitalise. Price out of time. Clark in front of the back four. Smith will want that to roll. And does well to get the decision in the end, the throw in. So now Wrexham, well, the ball's gone up for Wrexham. But there's no sub coming on for us yet.
I think they're still going for the...
We know who it's going to be now. So if you want to rush to the bookies and put some money on Cara Jones replacing Marion Mahmood, you might get a kill. A little bit of insider trading, get it all here. Smith does well. But yeah, Cardiff just putting the pressure on Wrexham, just pushing. They were always going to. It was inevitable. Just looking on the very good Cumbria football app, it says Lily Jones has been booked. No, she was she? Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, that's just my memory failing me. So Mahmood does well. Good ball to Barker. She'll have to tidy her up again. Good challenge that by Billingham, but Mahmood keeps fighting. Goodness me, what a scrap. Brilliant work from Mahmood. She needs to release now. Well, she loses out, but Wrexham have got bodies back in position and she's still going. Tremendous, that. I think she saw a number come up, but I might as well empty the tank.
Yeah.
But Cardiff are getting a grip on the ball in midfield now. Price with the expansive switch. Snape clear. Ball fed forwards. Power. Good hard work again by Suckley. Did well, didn't she? And now we will see Cara Jones come on. And Cara Jones, of course, I mean, just made for a game like this with her energy and her ability to take players on.
She's also going to go in challenges real tough, and I think that's what this sort of game needs now, because both sides are bringing it. Cardiff are going to slowly get more frustrated as well, so they're going to put tough tackles in as well, and I think Cara, how she is a player and personality, she'll handle this no problem.
Yeah, Price's ability as well to come forward. What a superb performance by Mahmood, though, and you've got to say, you know, we've seen her quality so often, but her work rate then was just
really
fabulous, wasn't it? What a shift she put in. So, throw in taken. As Billingham looks to spin away. Wrexham again, so crowded in there. Great work by Barker. And now it's Bowen. Just over a quarter of an hour left. Perrott. Tricky one to deal with, but here's Billingham. He's getting into that game a little bit more advanced. Barry. Again, Wrexham just looking to crowd that area. She got it onto her strong foot. Smith stood strong. Yeah, exactly. She's, you know, we have done so well with that because Barry's just desperately trying to get onto that strong foot and get something off. She's been looking to make things happen the moment she's come on. As Craven can take her time over this. At the moment, only Cara Jones really up with it, and them players making their way forwards now. Craven. Suckley. Barry gets an inadvertent touch. Snape. Another intervention. A little bit of time on the ball now in midfield. Snape. Nice idea. Bowen. Second ball's important. Didn't done well to win that. And really well to find Smith. Now, his movements. Suckley's ready to make a run at the far post. Sensible to prioritise possession though. Bartle didn't quite get that right though. Perrott now. Nice weight on that, but good work by Smith as ever so well. Gets across, wins the throw. Brilliant defender now.
That just sums up the Wrexham performance today. Every single, we've won the majority.
Yeah.
We've shut the players down. Like, players haven't had room and time to run into the space. We lose it, we're straight back onto them. And I think that's a big part of why the result's going the way it is at the moment. And Cardiff aren't used to that, to have a team like to go toe for toe with them like this.
Exactly
for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been outstanding. This Craven just invites Olden up to her before picking her up.
Classic goalkeeper ration time tactic there, I love it.
Yeah, quality ruse. That's onto Suckley's head. And that's worth chasing, isn't it? Evans had to take emergency action then. She's deceptively quick, isn't it? She had those long legs eat the ground up very quickly. It's must be so hard to handle because she does, as you said before, offer a bit of everything. Technical, physical.
I think there's many players in that attacking line that can do that.
Yeah.
I think it's so hard to manage, you know, to prioritise who the main threat is, because even if you stop that threat, there's someone else coming behind them.
It's measured back in. Barker can't get there. Lily Jones will. Just under hit that though. Perrott having to be back in her own half. Yeah, it's a testimony really to Cardiff's quality in there without the ball, that actually we haven't carved out that many chances, more than Cardiff have certainly, but with the quality we've got.
It's been very much a game played in the middle of the park.
As Cardiff want a corner for that, they don't get it.
So Cardiff have reduced our chances, we've reduced theirs. The difference is we took our chance.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
And getting that early goal as well means you can comfortably play like that. As Barker has a lovely ball, Suckley against Chamberlain. She's done brilliantly to get there. Superb cover. Oh, Suckley was putting it into an open goal. Oh, tremendous ball that, wasn't it?
Again, it goes back to what I said. Chamberlain will go out for everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything, even if she shouldn't really be going out. She's not disciplined enough to make the right decision. She just wants to go. And if we get the pace of the ball right and the speed of the player on the ball, like we scored from it already, we're very close then. So yeah, we need to do that a bit more if we can, definitely.
So here's Wrexham again coming forwards. Oh, ball just gets away from him. She's kept it in though. Clark under pressure, typical strength. Ooh. And I hit Smith in the face, nearly turns into a clever pass. Bartle can love it under pressure. Craven gets rid. The game just lost its shape for a moment in a dangerous way for Wrexham, but it managed in the end to tidy it up. A couple of those 50-50s, if we hadn't won them, could have opened it, left us very exposed, couldn't they? But again, Craven just buys a few more seconds. Perfectly legitimate.
It's all about game management.
Yeah. Cara Jones. Power. Bartles as well to get across there, and it's alert. That's good. Right, Evans' challenge. Suckley, your first time, looking for the pace of Barker. Bowen will just get there first, but only just, and Barker's still chasing. Evans is quick for a centre mid, and she had to be to get across there on the second cover. But yeah, what a weapon, and Barker's still got that pace this late in the game.
Absolutely. And if Shannon Evans can't get across and cover or keep up with her, then that's where Cardiff are in trouble when it comes to dealing with Barker.
And just that instinctive game awareness of Suckley that she knows that pass is on to play it first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lily Jones is unlucky there. Cardiff closed it down really quickly. Barker to put pressure on Chamberlain. She's still going again. She's having a great time just charging around out on that pitch. I think she's just got on the way she's moving. And here she's again looking to challenge. Barry's shirt getting pulled. Bit obvious, free kick.
I think that more the shirt pulling, the little shoves off the ball, on the ball, they're going to come a little bit more often now.
Yeah.
Cardiff are getting a little bit more desperate to get back into the game, so we've got to maintain our composure both on the ball but emotionally as well.
Exactly. It's a chance for Cardiff to put this into the danger area. Barry, who delivers a good ball in! Ooh. Evans close to getting contact on that then, but
that was very close.
It's a great ball, and Evans had managed to evade detection, but yeah, Wrexham survive. So, Craven with the goal kick, no Russian taking this. Here again, danger old, and just a heavy touch, great tackle by Bartle. Barry, love it as well.
I think both our centre halves have probably possibly won every single duel they've gone into today. And that's been brilliant.
Fight for everything, don't they? So that's free kick to Wrexham for handball. The Wrexham fans have started sarcastically cheering when the Cardiff fans sing now. The Wrexham fans did what they've done previously and playfully, because Wrexham Ultras, they're a nice bunch, booed the Cardiff players when they came to warm up.
Yeah, they did it at Barry as well at the race. With Barry at the race club.
The Barry players, when they heard them booing and were cracking up, and the Cardiff players just couldn't believe it. They were all laughing their heads off. They just booed us. It's great stuff.
It's all in good nature.
Absolutely, it's all good-natured fun. And brilliant, they bring an atmosphere to the Adran Premier, which just helps so much.
There's no other fan base than the Wrexham fan base.
Yeah, exactly so. There are a couple of admirable lads from Cardiff who go to all their games and make noise. But yeah, the Wrexham Ultras is the first of its kind, and here they go again. They've made noise throughout this game. They've loved it. So Price deep in her own half, looking to start things off again for Cardiff.
Pick her up, pick 18 up, good.
Barry chasing with Snape. And she'll keep there, and that's a great ball down the line.
Take the 18.
Danger here. Barry's got to pull back. Oh, it's a penalty. That's a careless challenge.
I think it started before that though. You can't let her cut inside.
No.
I think a player that is obviously one-footed, you always want to try force her on a weaker foot.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, give her, keep the ball in the corner as well. Stop her coming inside.
She's worked so hard, Suckley coming back as well, hasn't
Yeah.
she? And just maybe a little bit of a tired challenge, perhaps, just stepping across her. And Barry saw the opportunity. And easy decision for the ref. So penalty, and it will be Barry who takes it.
Ready to go, jack it off, ready to go.
Fiona Barry then. Waiting for the go-ahead from the referee. Oh, it's a good penalty. Creighton goes the right way, can't quite reach it, and well, that's a blow for Wrexham.
Yeah.
Just got to fight back now.
But if that's all that they got one back, but that's the only way for them to get one back. So still credit to Wrexham, and you can't take anything away from Ava's performance today either,
Oh, absolutely.
or this season. Like, that's just one little thing. But now, what's our reaction?
Yeah, exactly so.
Are we back on the front foot, or do we let them get back on the front foot?
So here's Bartle. Yeah, Wrexham certainly have asked more questions in the second half. Cardiff have looked a bit more threatening. Last 50 minutes, this is Bartle fighting for everything here. Now here's Suckley. She looks for the killer ball for Barker. It's a great ball. Barker, oh, can't quite get enough on it. Chamberlain, well, she nearly did the same thing to her again. So alert. What a save by Chamberlain, but brilliant from Barker. And what a ball by Suckley.
I mean, that's how we opened them at the first time, isn't it? I reckon Barker could have maybe taken a touch then as well.
Yeah,
Because her pace would have taken her away from the nearest Cardiff defender.
So close to the winner. Now then, Cara Jones just gets away from it. But again, Barker's so alert, so aware. Wrexham preparing more changes.
Do not turn.
We have a throw in on the right. Lee Jones can't quite reach that. Billingham now. It's a decent idea. Looking for Evans. She's got their first
What
hell
a
of a
save.
save. But Barry. Brilliant from
save.
Craven. That's outstanding, isn't it?
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely brilliant.
What a double save. Craven. Absolutely superb as Cardiff threatened to smash and grab. Wow. Did so well, and the second save standing up like that. So, short corner, and again, they've got inside here. Heavy touch, and again,
Another
and Craven
save.
got touch on that, I think, didn't she? Corner given, what a save that was, unbelievable.
Really, really good save. 3 really good saves and what, left in a minute?
Unbelievable that, goodness me. But suddenly Cardiff piling it on moments after Wrexham nearly took the lead again. Oh, allowed that to bounce too. Important header by Clark. Now Suckley is looking up, sees Barker is there again. Doesn't get hold of that one though. Good take by Del Morgan, Wrexham's legendary keeper. And now you'll see the change of Faye Knox, who signed this week, coming on for her debut. Replacing Abby Idendon, who again has worked brilliantly up front. Excellent performance by her. Knox goes into midfield, it looks like.
She's, I used to coach Faye.
All right.
So I had her at Liverpool and Wales within the 19s. She's a skillful player. She's tough as well. She'll go in for the tough tackles. She cares about the clubs that she plays for. That'll be the first time of her playing in the Welsh Premier League system as well, so it'd be interesting because she's always played in the English system. But I know, like, for that, her and Lily are best friends as well, so there might be a start of a good on-field bond, you know, working between the units and so on. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how she does, because she likes to carry the ball, she likes to get at players as well.
Well, she looks to be sort of playing off the front in the attacking midfield positions. She's showing for the ball here, as Suckley helps it on. And despite those chances Cardiff have just had, of course, Wrexham have to be, and it's a dangerous moment here as Perris latches onto it. Had to take it early, and Craven's right behind that.
Those bounces are a little bit awkward to deal with. We just need to cut them out, meet the ball, stop the ball bouncing. It's causing problems.
Look at that touch from Suckley, and the pass as well, sumptuous. Two players attacking the far post. Craven, Cara Jones can't get a foot around it enough. But wow, Suckley, I mean, since that penalty, she's really so determined to make up with the two worldy passes.
Absolutely. But like, she's been good today.
Oh yeah,
she's been good all season, and I think.
Oh, 100%.
Maybe it was a bit of tiredness in the moment. Late tackle.
And we all.
But you just know she's going to do everything she can to try and make up for it.
Yeah. It is so open in these closing stages now as Olden looks to pick up Perris. Craven gets there first. Barker scrapping away, looking a little isolated. Ref does, try to carry on there, but it was a free kick rightly. And all of a sudden, Bowen is shoving Suckley out of the way to try and take a quick free kick.
No, this is going to get. How long left is it?
10 seconds plus added time.
Oh, there you are then. It's going to be an interesting final few minutes.
I think so, absolutely. You can see how long's added on as well. Both sides have been making chances since that late equaliser. And 4 minutes added on. As that's a wasted free kick. 4 minutes between us and knowing how this game will end up. What a game it's been. Lived up to his billing. Snape now. Good first touch, opens her body up. That's worth chasing for Knox. Evans. He's got that slight stoop-shouldered George Dobson run about it. Barker does well. It's difficult to bring under control. Is she fouled? Nope. That's too strong again.
Gotta be wide! Shade! Shade! No foul!
No hidden done up front now for the aerial challenges, but Bowen's not dealt with that too well. Good challenge by Price. And a proper contact by Snape. Evans
I think both
launching.
both teams are going to be quite direct now with their attacking play.
Barker too quick for Evans then. Sort of yellow for that sort of tackle in the first half. It was a slightly late tackle by Lily, but chance for Wrexham to put the ball in the box. Now we're in a sharp end of the game. Cardiff
You want to
look to bring another sub on.
a defensive sub for them, so that says a lot about how they feel about the game.
Yeah, Neve Jenkins is ready to come on. And it's Billingham. Is it coming off? Yeah, centre back on for attacking midfielder.
Yeah, they're settling for the result now, aren't they?
Yeah, you certainly don't wait till after the free kick to make that change, do you? 2 minutes left. 4 added minutes, although there should be a bit of a chunk on for that change. Snape to deliver. It's got a lot on it, too much on it. Bartle and Clark looking to attack it, but it's, like in terms of the symbolism of this game, even if we aren't able to get the win, we have again shown our massive progress, measuring ourselves against Cardiff. Like I said, we've done to Cardiff something they won't have done to them very often outside of the European competitions.
Absolutely, and I think we've shown the league as well that obviously the league table tells everyone we're the top 2 teams, but this result also sort of reaffirms that.
Absolutely.
And probably sets a tone for the rest of the fixtures this season between these two.
It's a good ball to Paris. Doesn't have the delivery though. And that's a relief for Wrexham, who, well, I mean, I got the greatest respect for Cardiff. But if Wrexham didn't get something out of this, it would be a travesty. Snape now. Good ball. Knox. Nearly profited from the miscontrol. Ooh, and Evans has hurt herself there. She's gone over her ankle, has she?
I think she's overstretched for the ball. I'm not sure.
Like I say, she did have a nasty injury, didn't she? She had to come back from, and she don't take any chances. Just stayed down, didn't she? And she's not the sort of person with about 40 seconds of the game left when you're digging in, you might be defending to stay down. So, referee's quite right to stop the play.
I think the reaction from her teammates about just says a lot, possibly.
But what a proper top of the table game this has been. We've given it the big build up. It certainly has lived up to it. So many players standing up to be counted across the board for Wrexham. I as a unit as well. It's so impressive. You compare it back to the TNS game where the change to the 4 didn't quite work. We could just see how much good work's been done on the training ground, that now we can play like this against a side of this calibre. Yeah,
absolutely. And I don't think this preparing to play Cardiff is no longer as scary.
Yeah, exactly.
Or not scary, but a bit of a what are we going to get out of this? It's now like we can actually go win this, or we can go take points off them. And obviously today's been a lower scoreline, but we've shown that we can score goals past them.
Exactly.
And they can concede. And
but
like I said, I think this finishes like this. I think the tone of the game, the competitiveness of this game, sets the tone for the next Cardiff Wrexham fixture, which would be really exciting to watch.
Oh gosh, absolutely. She doesn't look great, Evans. She's having to go off. They've used their 3 windows, haven't they? Bang on, one was half time. No activity on the bench.
Run out subs, maybe.
Yeah. So Wrexham up against 10 for the closing seconds of this match. Smith didn't make sure, although Suckley typically looking to battle. Well, he certainly had the 4 minutes. It's purely what the referee chooses to add on now, but he'll have to add a fair chunk on. There was about a minute left when that injury happened. There has been a substitution as well. Cardiff will wish they hadn't hurried and got Jenkins on there. Good foot in. Barker just keeps fighting, outnumbered in the end. Evans fronted up to it. Anywhere will do for Cardiff.
I think they're very much the way they're playing. Cardiff was settling for the draw. And obviously Wrexham, I think, deservedly still want to go for the win.
Absolutely. So, not long left now. Just added time on the end of added time. Cardiff with 10 players looking to cling on, having got that late penalty equaliser. Here's Knox on the ball. Love it. Is there time for one last surge by Wrexham? Snape. Good composure. Here's Barker now on the left. Only Carrie-Jones in the box. More support coming in. And Barker again on the chase. Brilliant. Now then, can Barker deliver? The pull back isn't accurate. It's a poor clearance though, and the ref blows Wrexham one at corner. But the ref, to Wrexham's fury, is not going to allow it. And it's a 1-1 draw, and well, 2 best teams in the league. We said that beforehand. We were right, weren't we? That was really a superb, high-quality match now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it was always going to be a close result. But even if whether it's a draw or a win, it was going to be a close result. I knew it wouldn't be high-scoring. But I think in terms of chances created for both teams, there wasn't that many. I think both teams kept each other at bay. There was a real battle in the middle of the park. But I do think, as we said it before today, I do think Wrexham has shown Cardiff and Wrexham has shown the league that, like, look at us, you're not going to win the league easy this year. We want to win the league ourselves, and we can do it.
I mean, for me, the sentence that comes to mind is what you said. People don't do this to Cardiff. We went at them, we took the game to them, and they had periods of pressure. Basically, last 10 minutes, 15 minutes of each half.
Yeah.
But they didn't create many chances.
No.
And, it's rare that Cardiff will have a team really going at them like that. If it ever happens in the Welsh League, a brilliant performance and a sustained performance by us until the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think actually there are going to be players here that would be really disappointed that we've not took the win.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And how often do you say that against Cardiff? Not very. So I think good performance by Wrexham today. I still think we've got more ground to go up against Cardiff for sure. I mean, we had that opportunity late on, so we could have got the win, but that's just football, isn't it? I think in the long run, it's going to be Wrexham Cardiff for the league, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, this certainly was an incredibly high-quality match. We built it up as a top-of-the-table game. This was a top-of-the-table game without any question. And like you said, Wrexham will be gutted to have put so much into this, to have prepared so well, to have executed the game plan so well, and then be denied by a late penalty, which was, is a fair decision.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
And it just shows, again, Cardiff's indomitable spirit. They are winners. They won't give up. But I'm going to have a look. Have they ever been behind for so long in an Adran Premier game? I'd be surprised.
I think it's been a long time since that. I think as well we reduced them to only set plays, where they really threatened. Corners towards the end were dangerous, and obviously the penalty. I don't think much in open play they tore us open.
No.
And they weren't able to play the football that they're known for because of how well we defended and how well we played against them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the key moments was that Wrexham started brilliantly. Fabulous opening goal by Katie Barker. Unbelievable pass by Mahmoud to find her. And as you were saying, Del Chamberlain caught off her line. Wrexham, you suspected, spotted this and were working on it, and Barker with a brilliant lifted finish to put it over her. We were the only team that looks really like getting a goal in the first half, in all honesty. Second half, again, we started strongly. Cardiff got that penalty, didn't they, near the end, which was fair enough, and Barry, who won it, drilled it, had to drill it in the corner because Craven was there. And then that insane spell of play right at the end of the 90, where first Barker gets a similar situation, tries the same against Chamberlain. Fabulous save by Chamberlain, but it's a couple of inches short of going over her, and Barker scored another brilliant goal like that. And then straight up the other end, Cardiff forced a remarkable double save from Lizzie Craven, and then another remarkable agile save when she's already gone down close range to crawl up and claw it away again from the corner.
Yeah. But,
remarkable conclusions of the game.
But you know what? Like watching Cardiff react there, like their team talk, they're absolutely buzzing that they've drawn. They're absolutely buzzing that they've not lost.
Yeah.
How much does that say about this Wrexham team? And they're all absolutely gutted. Look at them.
100%.
So, that is massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive. And bring it on Cardiff for the next fixture.
Yeah, there's a lot of celebratory stuff and backslapping going on. Fair enough, because they dug very deep and they avoided what looked like a guaranteed defeat. Whereas the Wrexham players are, sort of naturally look a bit more funereal.
Yeah.
But having said that, I mean, two top sides. Two top sides who have performed and absolutely done themselves justice.
Yeah.
So many brilliant performances around the team as well. But, I mean, I've got to say, Lizzie Craven, those saves at the end.
Brilliant.
She made a great save as well, didn't she, just before tipping over the bar?
Saves change games, saves win the game. If she didn't make any of those saves, we would have lost that. It's the way it is.
Yeah.
It's just goal. For me, I'll always be overly biased. Goalkeeper's most important player on the pitch. Yeah, we've got to put the goal in the back of the net on the other end, but if that's not happened, we've got to make sure we're keeping them out, and she did.
Yeah.
So she's done really well there.
I'm on your side with that, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Anyone can score goals. There's loads of people can do
easy.
that. But like I say, I mean, we didn't really create after that late chance that Barker had. So those saves definitely a difference between us scoring and losing.
It came at a time where Cardiff were really sustaining the pressure in our defensive third as well. So really it gives the girls a bit of motivation as well. You've seen those saves, you've seen the keeper make unbelievable saves. Come on, we need to pay her back for that.
Yeah, exactly so.
Yeah.
And they were, I mean, those sort of great saves that you make when okay, you work on those, you save, and you back up again for the rebound. But it's all very well working on them. Doing them at that point in a match is quite something. And then the second one as well, she's had to go down for an initial shot.
Yeah.
And no time to react. I mean, it's great work.
It's brilliant, and you do in keeper training. You're doing all this stuff, and everything looks textbook. How you should make a save, how you should deal with a cross, how you should save 1v1. But ultimately, you've got to be able to just adapt to the situation. And that third save that she made, I'm not sure how she did it or what part of her body she saved it with, but she adapted and she reacted really, really well. And what save, they right in the goal line as well too. It's looked like a sure goal. Yeah,
absolutely. I absolutely was about to don my black cap and declare defeat when the player broke down and looked like a simple finish. And it was just fabulous. I turned to you and I said, did she save that? Because I was so like, really? Did she manage that?
Yeah,
wow, amazing. The Wrexham huddle not ending so loudly, understandably.
Very subdued.
Naturally, but they've got to take a lot of pride in that. I mean, like you say, can't wait till we go down to Cardiff now because this team has really shown so much, hasn't it, really? And the Wrexham Ultras have kept it going. Serenading Jenny Sugarman. She set her team up so well, didn't she? And she must be very proud of the way they've executed.
Absolutely. The game plan, whatever the plan was in training this week, the scout on Cardiff, I think, top notch.
We were, like I said, we were in the mid-block. We were just very difficult to penetrate. When we pressed, we caused problems to them. And it was only late on when, you can't help wondering if Cardiff did just manage to find a little bit more energy at the latter stages, that they really started to make chances. Until then, there was nothing happening at all, was there? We really did exceptionally well.
No. Really good game. Really good game.
It's the Wrexham draw against Cardiff in this huge match, but can take a huge amount of pride from it. We did say as well, as just mentioned at the start, that they were down to 10 at the end. Shannon Evans, of course, took a knock, had to go off. They'd used their subs. They just brought on a centre-back, ironically. So just a minute or so of survival for Cardiff as they clung on desperately. But now we go on. It's interesting. It was crucial we didn't lose this, because Cardiff's next two games are against the bottom two. They are not going to drop points in those matches.
No, you need to expect them to get a lot of goals as well.
Yeah. So we need that. Otherwise, we're in a situation where, all right, Aberystwyth away is a game we'd be looking to win, but isn't a walk in the park.
No, Aber have had some good results this season, so maybe it's which Aber's going to turn up on the day, so it could be a potentially tough game.
Exactly, so we can't afford to give them a slight head start after this game. We have to make sure that we got something out of this. It wouldn't have been preferable, but yeah, it was a tremendous performance that by Wrexham, an excellent, beautifully set up side, and we're now able to go across to hear what Jenny Sugarman has to say about her team's performance.
Jenny, a battling point at home to Cardiff City, but a day when it looked for so long like it might be 2 more points coming back with us. What are your initial reflections after that one?
I thought it was a fantastic game of football. I thought both sides were fully committed and played some excellent football. We feel disappointed, and I think that disappointment comes from being ahead for so long. I thought it was a real team performance. I felt Lizzie stood up for us today when she was needed, and that's been, coming for her. She had a tough start to the season after being injured in pre-season, and it took her a few weeks to get going, but I think she can, in particular, along with the rest of the team defensively, can be really, really proud of the performance we put in today. We thought we'd, with the goal, always nice, and I thought that we showed a lot of composure with and without the ball today, and we absolutely grafted, and we're a little bit disappointed that we've only got a point at the end of it.
You said it yourself there, but that disappointment always point to the ambitions of this team, exactly where we want to be at the minute?
Absolutely. I think we've shown over previous weeks that we're highly competitive, that we always know we can score goals, and we've asked the team over the last couple of weeks to show a more resolute defensive performance, and absolutely we've done that again today. So I'm really pleased for the progress that we've shown over the last 2 weeks in that side of our game plan, and I think what I can see is a team that's still evolving significantly.
What does this result do for the group as a whole as we head towards the halfway stage of the league season?
I think there'll be plenty of belief in there, absolutely. But what you can see today is disappointment. Like, you see it over the faces of all of them, and that tells you a story of what they feel they could have got from this game. So we've just spoken about how we can use that now as motivation. We can use that disappointment of not taking all 3 points to keep improving, to keep pushing, to keep challenging, and making sure that next time we play them, we're even better.
A little bit of time with the players now before the next league fixture. What are your plans coming up?
We've got a friendly game. We've obviously got a lot of players that played a lot of minutes, but we've got some players that haven't played as many, so it's important that we keep them fit and ready to go. And then everybody does get a few days off just to, mentally recharge as much as anything. We've put a lot of new stuff in already over the last few weeks, so a chance for everybody to just take a breath, take a moment, and then make sure that we're ready to go again for the Aberystwyth game.
And looking back on these 6 games, and as we head into this little break, how do you reflect on your start to life in the Gennaro Adran Premier?
Exciting. It's been very exciting, enjoyable. I think there's been a lot of learnings for me about the league and the opposition and my team. A lot of learnings for me around my own team. So really enjoyable, really exciting, and just ready to go again with it all.
Perfect. Thanks very much, Jenny.
Thank you.
Also got -3 now for me next week.
Monday or Tuesday, isn't it?
Tuesday, because I lecture, so I'm going to have to go and miss my lectures, which I'm not complaining about. But yeah, if you need anything, just drop me a message.
It's fine. Yeah. Right, safe journey home.
So there we are, a 1-1 draw. Brilliant performance by Wrexham. I'm so unlucky not to get the win. Just hearing as well, TNS 1, Swansea 2, which I think tells us that these two teams are comfortably the 2 best in the division, let's be honest.
Absolutely.
So wow, that's quite something. But yeah, it's always good to test yourself against the best and to be able to perform like that as well against them. Just says something about the progress we've made. I'm even more excited about the rest of the season now.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
I think this year going to be Wrexham v Cardiff. Like, who's going to win it, without a doubt.
100%.
I don't think the other teams around have got ability to do it. Swansea do have good players. TNS are good players. I mean, they beat us already, but I don't think those 2 teams have consistency.
Yeah.
These 2 teams who we watched today do.
Absolutely so. So, yeah, it goes on. But like you said, you look at what Wrexham and Cardiff did to Swansea the last 2 weeks, and if they can win at TNS, I think that tells you that this really feels like a 2-team race at the moment for the title.
I think
we have shown
long-term,
just the quality we've got. We've shown without any doubt today.
Yeah.
What a pleasure it's been for us to bring the game to you all, and thank you so much for your interaction on Ask Wrexham. It's always brilliant. Sorry that as ever in the second half I'm too interested in the game and I don't bother looking, but hey, that's showbiz. You should know me by now. But what a brilliant afternoon that was. And if you can forgive me using the cliche, what an advert for the Adran Premier. It really was a brilliant match with a final score of Wrexham 1, Cardiff City 1. We are Mark Griffiths and Del Morgan from Wrexham AFC.